Hi, my name's Michelle. I was introduced to Terry back in 2009 by my wonderful friend Kylie. I was visiting from interstate, and Kylie could see that I was struggling with life, that I was just having a really hard time with it all. To say I was sceptical about the work Terry does is an absolute understatement. I thought she was a bit of a fruitcake, to be honest. I was a workaholic. I ran my own business, I still do. I've got 5 staff, very stressful sales environment. I was overweight, unfit, high blood pressure, suffering from anxiety. Um, I generally just wasn't happy. So I thought, well, what on earth will this touchy-feely stuff do for me? You know, Here's a little bit of my story. One of the things that I've been dealing with. Winter is a really, really tiring time for me. Not unlike a lot of people, I go to work when it's dark. I sit in an office all day, and then by the time I get home, it's dark again. I don't work any more hours, or I don't work any harder during winter than I do the rest of the year. It makes me a lot tighter. It gets to me a lot more. Don't get me wrong, I really love winter. I love the changes of the seasons, but I get really, really tired. There's nothing better to me than curling up in front of a warm fire, sipping red wine, having a nice roast. But I was just tired all the time. I was lethargic. It was like I had constant flu symptoms, the aching joints, the dull headaches that just don't go away, no energy, no excitement for life. I think I was even absent during conversations. I'd be in the middle of a conversation with someone and I forget what we were talking about. People probably thought I was really rude, but it was just such a struggle for me to stay within that conversation. It was so exhausting. So I'd get increasingly run down all week because I wasn't sleeping properly. I was waking up 3 or 4 times a night and then waking up groggy. So I pretty much became a hermit on the weekends, just sleeping or in front of the TV. So I was starting all my days tired, which is definitely not a good way to start. It's really hard to improve from there. I'd had some previous work done with Terry, so I thought she might be able to help. Terry suggested that I had winter depression. And I thought, what? I'm not depressed. I don't get depressed. And I've certainly got nothing against winter. But what I needed to understand is that winter depression is not like normal depression. It's more that we don't get enough daylight during winter. So in summer, when I come home from work, I can go to the garden, I can go for a walk, I can just sit outside, have a glass of wine, catch up with friends. But in winter, a lot of these things are not possible, or at least they're harder. So it's actually easier to stay inside away from the cold and the rain and pretty much hibernate. It's really easy to make excuses. So Terry sent me over the program anyway, so it's the Winter Depression program, and I downloaded it onto my iPhone, which made it really, really easy. And even as she was facilitating that first session, I could feel myself actually starting to relax, my mind becoming stiller, I was a lot more calm. I actually drifted off to sleep, and that was the best sleep I'd had in weeks. I woke up refreshed, ready to actually tackle life again. Can't quite believe that change and how quick it happened. It was in a little over an hour session. I was, I was ready to get on with life. So I really, need to learn to call Terry when I'm starting to get run down and not wait until I'm absolutely exhausted, because the work she does is absolutely amazing, So for the last month of winter, I actually played that winter depression tape every second night as I was going to bed. And my sleeping actually stabilised to the point where I actually sleep through the night. I go to bed, I sleep, and then I wake up when the alarm goes off. So I'm not waking up 3 or 4 times a night or 3 hours before the alarm. The alarm's actually waking me up now, so I'm a lot more rested. I'm happier. My mind is so much better. I'm able to focus. I can stay in a conversation. I know what people are talking about. I've had some stressful times through the last few months. I've had deaths in the family, stresses with my health. I've lost a pet. Stresses with my business, natural disasters. Had to sit through an earthquake when I was visiting New Zealand, and I've been doing renovations to my house, so I've got a lot of stuff going on. But with the program, I was able to cope with whatever life throws at me. So it helps me cope with life. And having the program saved on my iPhone means that whenever I am struggling with anything, I can actually just find a quiet place and play the program. And the relaxation I get from that program is like nothing else. It's like having a little mini Terry in my pocket, which is awesome. So I'm actually looking forward to next winter. I now have the tools with the winter depression program to actually deal with everything. So all I've got to do is actually use that program and I'll be fine, because life does keep throwing things at you. So, prevention's better than cure. So, play the program. I would recommend this to absolutely anyone. As I said, I was very skeptical going into it, and now I can't tell enough people about what the program's done for me. It's given my, zest for life back again. So, to anyone out there, absolutely try it.